what is Harris's biggest accomplishment to date as vice president?
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore.
She was a very good vice president.
That's an interesting question. Getting to vice president.
I have to do more research on her, honestly. I'm just glad to see a woman of color in charge for once. That's it.
I haven't followed her political career that closely.
That's a good one. I don't know.
I don't want to do that.
Trump, we need you to hold on, because we're coming. Now, I know it may feel like you got the world on your shoulders. They're trying to take all your businesses. They're trying to break you spiritually, mentally, and financially. But hold on, Trump, because we're coming. You have more support out here than you probably could ever imagine. We don't care about nobody calling us cult members. We don't care about nobody calling us mega extremists, right-wing extremists. We don't care anything about that. We want you to hold on, Trump, because we're coming. We're going to pull you through in the primaries. And November the 5th, 2024, we're going to be there rain, sleet, or snow to make sure you become the next president of the United States of America. So hold on, Trump, because we're coming. You have more support out here than you probably could even imagine. Not just the 74 million people that voted for you in 2020, but you almost have double that. So Trump, hold on, because we're coming. And we're coming strong. We don't care what nobody have to say about you, Trump. We don't care what nobody have to say about us. We know when you were in office, you put Americans first. You put American citizens first. And for that, Trump, we got your back. So hold on, Trump, because we're coming. We're coming. And know that we're going to stand 10 toes down. We got on our steel-toed boots. We got on our body armor. We're not wimpy. We don't care nothing about name calls. They can say what they want to say about us. They can say what they want to say about you. But we just need you to hold on, Trump, because we're coming.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about the full-blown meltdown that is happening on the mainstream liberal media from black liberals who are panicking and in denial about the growing black support for President Trump. If the election was held today, Trump would have historic support from black folks, upwards of 20, maybe 30%. I don't know. Okay, but it seems as if Trump is on track to get at least 15%, okay, which I believe would be the highest that a Republican has gotten since the civil rights era, okay? And now you have this movement growing even stronger. You have a ton of black women who typically vote Democrat at 95% coming out and saying, I am not with her. I'm not with Kamala Harris.
My name is Jasmine Woodson.
Hi, my name is Silla.
I'm Karen Watson.
I'm Yolanda Johnson from Georgia.
This is BB Diamond from New York City.
I'm Dana Galen, and I'm from Tampa, Florida.
I live in Hagerstown, Maryland.
Out here in Maricopa County.
Kalamazoo County, Michigan.
I am a proud African immigrant living in Florida.
I'm from the great state of New Jersey.
I'm Angelina from Philly, and this November, I am not voting for Kamala Harris.
I am not voting for Kamala Harris.
I'm not voting for Kamala Harris.
I am not with Kamala Harris.
I am not with her.
I'm not with her.
I am not with Kamala Harris.
I'm not with Kamala.
I am not for Kamala. I am for Donald Trump.
I am not with Kamala.
I am not with her because she is not with me.
I support President Trump and the economic policies our country experienced under his leadership as our 45th president.
President Trump will support our law enforcement agencies and fund them appropriately.
Donald Trump made me proud to be an American.
I'm with Donald J. Trump.
We need a leader who can make America great again.
Trump puts Americans first, and he always will.
Yeah, so in my opinion, that was a bunch of beautiful women coming out and patriotically expressing their support for former President Trump, okay? And they were talking about, you know, real things like, I don't know, policy, right? They supported Trump's policy. They understand that his policy under his administration was good for black people, just like it was good for the rest of this country, okay? However, this time around, apparently the left, Kamala Harris, they don't think that policy is actually important, okay? In fact, one of her propagandists basically said on Fox News that, hey, when did people actually start caring about policy?
$540 million raised, $82 million in 1 week.
But will you
acknowledge
that there's no policy page on her website? And so how do people
when
know
did we
what she
start
really
caring
stands
about
for?
policy pages on websites when every single time every time she steps to the podium, she talks about her policy in such a direct way that voters are responding. Those are the people
what her
that
border policy is?
Say it one more time.
Can you tell me what her border policy is?
Oh, she said on day one she would sign the bipartisan border legislation that J.D. Vance and Donald Trump has taken credit for killing or not getting across the.
What's her policy on fracking?
She's going to introduce that.
Her anonymous staffers have said
so her
that
interview
she's
tonight, should give her the opportunity to share whatever policy agenda she wants, and as the process go along, she will continue to do.
Yeah, so I want you guys to understand the logic from the left here, right? You're not supposed to care about Kamala Harris having policy on her website, okay? You're supposed to be ignorant. You're supposed to just assume because Kamala Harris is a so-called black woman that she's going to do great things for you, okay, as a black person and as an American. However, when it comes to Trump's website, though, oh, well, you should be concerned about the policies on his website, the fact that Trump is trying to be transparent about what he wants to do. In fact, Joy Reid, I'm not sure if she really understands that this was not what she thought it was, but she went on Trump's website to outline how he didn't have the platinum plan, therefore his policies can't be good for black people. But unlike Kamala Harris, he actually does have policies on his website because he respects the American people enough to actually tell them what he believes.
And now I just want to show you Donald Trump's current campaign website. Okay, here we go. It's going to scroll right in front of me right now. Take a look, and tell me, stop me when you see the platinum plan. Just going to keep scrolling. Do you see the platinum plan? Do you see that in his current website? This is his current website. Do you see the platinum plan? I don't see the platinum plan. Do you see the platinum plan? What happened to the platinum plan? What I do see, however, is this. Donald Trump's current plan, which is in his current website, where he's showing his policies that he would implement in his second Trump term, cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, radical gender ideology, and other inappropriate racial or sexual or political content on our children. Sounds to me like he wants to ban Black history and anything that looks or smells like the 1619 Project. Is that what you're asking Black folk to be down with? Because I don't think that's the platinum plan.
Yeah, so this is the same old fear-mongering that the left has been doing for years, okay? It's the same old trick. Oh, wait, just ignore Democrats and their history of screwing over Black people with their terrible policies. Like, for example, in 2024, illegal immigration, in which Democrats are putting illegals in Black people's neighborhoods, right, to allow illegals to take the jobs of mostly Black men, okay? Yeah, just ignore that stuff, okay? Don't worry about it. Oh, Trump wants to ban adult content in schools, right? That is so anti-Black, and he doesn't want your kids to learn about how much they should hate white people, okay? That's so anti-Black. He's banning Black history, right? Again, the same old propaganda and brainwashing that the mainstream liberal media tries to do every time the left, every time the Democrats need Black people to come out and to support them in the election. But it seems like this time around, it's just not working as well as it has in the past because Trump is still holding steady to Black support, upwards of 20%, despite Kamala Harris being the Black candidate, the pro-Black candidate in the race, okay? And that has Black liberals in major denial, okay? They're coping, and they're basically saying that Trump's support among Black people is fake, as if it's not possible for a significant amount of Black people to support Trump.
Every single day and explain how she is going to do that for the American people, and she's doing it.
Angela, to bring you in, those battleground polls also show Donald Trump pulling in 19% support from Black voters. That is actually triple what he got in 2020. What do you make of that? What is he doing right to win them over?
I don't make anything of these polls that are talking to imaginary Black folks. I would love to know, for one, who they're talking to, because I've not seen.
So you think that they don't exist?
I think that they are, maybe, you know what, they might be the invisible man that Ralph Ellison talked about in his book. I don't know who these people are. There was a Trump ad that was released, I believe today, that's targeting Black women voters. And there are these people who, allegedly exist all throughout the country, and they're reading scripts. You can see their eye line going over here. And I think some of them might be paid to say some of these things. I'm not sure. But here's what I do know, Pam. You talked about this not being the case, Georgia not being the case for Joe Biden. Joe Biden did actually win Georgia in 2020. And I also want to give some credit to Kamala Harris, who has been to Georgia 7 times this year, right? And so I think it's important for us to acknowledge the work that has been done. Their state directors talked about 35,000 new volunteers on the ground since Kamala Harris announced. They have well over 24 offices in that state. They're doing the work. And so what you do see with polls and what you do hear from folks who are registered voters is that the tide is changing, that they're excited about the change and the excitement that Kamala Harris brought to the top of the ticket. And I think we really got to give more credit to the work. I'm not giving any credit to these polls. Polls end up being wrong all the time. And I've seen polls that say 15%, 19%, 18% of Black folks. I don't believe it at all. I really don't.
So I want to follow up with what you had said about, who are these voters? As I said, the 19% of Black voters.
Yeah, so apparently Angela Ree, who is one of these people, these Black people that loves to cry on CNN, right? She's on CNN basically saying, yeah, I don't believe that there are a significant amount of Black people that support Trump, right? I think she believes that it's impossible for Black people to get off the Democrat Party plantation, but I'm not entirely sure how she can explain videos like this of Don Lemon, who is a mainstream liberal media propagandist, interviewing Black people in the street, Black women, saying that, yeah, I'm going to vote for Trump.
How are you feeling about the election?
I'm going for Trump. I feel like every time they don't want somebody who is good for us to win, they throw somebody Black in our face thinking that's going to make us vote for the Black person.
I voted for Obama because he was Black. I don't want to vote for her because she's the first Black woman to run for president or to win.
I don't vote.
Well, I want Donald Trump. I'm sorry. I want Donald Trump.
Why do you apologize?
Well, I know nobody likes him, but we had good times with Donald Trump.
I'm running for Trump, so.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why?
Yeah. I don't know. I just always been a fan of his, so that's what I'm running for.
I used to be against Trump. I used to live in Virginia. I saw the bad side of it, but really moving to Cleveland, I saw the other side of it.
I'm supporting Trump.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Because?
Because it has to change.
Yeah.
It has to change, and now I vote more for what fits me better as a person rather than voting for the Black person or voting for the first woman. So,
what do you think about Kamala Harris?
I think they say she phony and fake. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like Trump saying, what are you? So I'm not feeling her. People get mad about it. I'm just not feeling her.
I don't like her the way she speaks, the giddiness, the laughing. Everything's a joke, and it's not a joke. We're in trouble.
I'm going for Trump. Kamala was on Biden's team, and I don't like Biden. Gas wasn't this high when Trump was our president. Food wasn't this high. I'm going for Trump.
Yeah, so I guess that was all made up. Those people were paid, okay, to tell Don Lemon that. I'm not sure who paid them. Maybe Don Lemon did. I'm not entirely sure what the agenda would be, okay? But the left has become conspiratorial when it comes to Trump's surging support among so-called minorities, okay? But I want people to understand the actual conspiracy in regards to support is the amount of people who allegedly support Kamala Harris. Because I have not met anybody in real life that supports Kamala. And then when you actually interview these people who support Kamala, whether they're Black or any other color, they can't come up with any real reasons why they support her. It is nothing but word salad, as if they're not real supporters of her. They just hate Trump. Like, for example, this video right here.
Most memorable moment as VP.
Ooh. I was gonna say all of the memes and the internet. Yeah, I was like, just her dancing all around. I'm just like, yes. I mean, when she was with, I think she was like making curry. Who was she with? I know what you're talking about. Mindy Kaling. Yes. Anyways, that was really funny.
I think her most memorable moment was. I should go. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I'm not really too crazy about anything that she has, but I just know that what she does have is actually going to work. Like, Donald Trump, his campaign has been predicated along the idea that he is going to reduce taxes, reduce inflation, and reduce like regulation, and all of those things go against like my ideas as to what makes successful economic policy.
Wow. Reducing taxes, reducing regulation, all these things that goes against what he thinks is successful economic policy. Again, these people are communists, right? We have way too many communists in this country. But as you can see here, these people aren't critical thinkers. This is what you call fake support, okay? This is what you call fake support. At least when you ask black folks why they support Trump, they'll tell you the economy, okay? And they may tell you stuff like the stimulus checks and stuff like that, but they'll give you at least some real reason. They'll say, well, my life was better under Trump, okay? But these are not things that people on the left can actually say about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Again, this is what you call fake support.
In reality, she stands as just the party pallbearer, party standard bearer, as well as the thing that is the best chance of defeating Donald Trump.
I think
Boom. If you're supporting Kamala because you hate Trump, then you don't really support Kamala, right? That is fake support. You just hate Trump, which again is what a lot of these people are doing, right? This is what they're signing up for.
in general, her being able to take over the position and be the first female vice president has been impactful enough.
Well, I'm a part of the LGBTQ plus community. So my husband and I, we live in Chicago area. So we're happy that she has been for those people, that group of the sector of people.
Okay, well, I appreciate when she was vice president how much they did for student loans and for holding things off for that. I really think that today's generation with college, they don't have, it's like they can't get a mortgage, they can't get a job that gives them really good benefits. They're working 3 and 4 jobs, and I really think you should be able to work one job and do it well and be able to raise your family. So I'm hoping that they can do something about that.
What part?
Wow, imagine voting for somebody after complaining about all these things, and they're the people that's currently in power right now, right? Setting the economic policies. You're complaining about what they caused while saying, well, I'm hoping they can fix it, right? They can fix something that they caused. Wow, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
What part of her plan is your guys' favorite so far? We'll start with you.
Ooh, can I pass?
Nothing that's like a favorite?
I just like that she's very, she speaks to younger people, and I really appreciate that.
What about America or policy-wise?
I think you know more about this, Issa.
I am a poli-sci major, I should know this. Well, everybody, I feel like a lot of Republican propaganda is talking about how she's the border czar, when that's actually not an accurate depiction. Her job was to look at countries and see why there is a problem there. I mean, I don't think she did as much as she could have, but also, I mean, it's a busy job and you can't touch everything.
So she failed, right? She failed. Okay. But, it's Republican propaganda, not mainstream liberal media, Democrat propaganda that is lying to you about Kamala Harris not being the border czar. She was the border czar. No. Republican propaganda. These people are brainwashed, right? They're 100% brainwashed. They have no clue why they support Kamala. But again, if you're a black person and you support Trump, then, that's imaginary support, even though you have real reasons for why you would support Trump over somebody like Kamala Harris. It's fascinating.
What is your response to people who say, well, she's been in office for the past 4 years and she hasn't done anything? What's your response to that?
I think that's an unfair. I think that she has shown strong support for unions. I think that a lot of the criticisms of things like the border are completely overblown, right? There are always people who are moving towards a better life, right? So I think that that's a really unfair criticism. I think that the economic, I just think that that's not a fair criticism, right? It's just not. You would have to ignore the fact that this recovery has been really significant. Just look at the stock market.
Wow. Yeah, so that is what you call fake support, right? That is what you call imaginary supporters, right? These people who are showing up to support Kamala Harris, even though they don't know anything about her, they don't know what she wants to do, they can't name you anything that she's accomplished. Okay, they're complaining about her economy. Okay, the current state of the country in which she is in charge. She cast the tie-breaking votes for a lot of the policies that were implemented in the administration. Okay, that are negatively affecting folks. But yet, okay, you want to say that black people who support Trump for good reason, okay, just for the reason of, well, my life was better under Trump. Oh, well, that's fake support, right? That's fake, okay? when you're informed about a candidate, when there's transparency about what they want to do, everybody knows that Trump wants to close the border. He doesn't want any more wars. Okay, he wants to fix the economy. The economy was great under his administration. Yeah, I'm not sure how you can call those supporters fake, but yet the people who are supporting a candidate who doesn't tell you what she wants to do, her policies are terrible, the policies that she has told you that she wants to do. I'm not sure how they're real, okay? I'm not sure how anybody can genuinely support Kamala Harris in 2024. Voting for her, just because you hate Trump doesn't mean that you support her, right? You just hate Trump, which is probably a vast majority of her support. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.